Hello, my inky friends. It's Cindy Lynn with my inky fingers, with Mr. Inky Fingers. Just sounds like he's feeding chickens over there. Clickety, clickety, click on the keyboard. Hello, Mr. Inky Fingers.
Hello.
I forgot to turn the volume off on his side, and he gets to watch an ad before he can be in the stream. If you are tuning in for the replay, you're welcome to skip forward 10 minutes to skip all the jibber jabber. And if you like the jibber jabber, leave me a comment down below and tell me you enjoy the jibber jabber, because there's lots of jibber jabber today. First of all, I'm not going to talk about my dog. If you are on Instagram, you know what happened. Mr. Giz is no longer here. It's one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. So I'm not going to talk about it or read much of the chat until later, because I don't want to bring everybody down and, So am I doing okay? I'm doing okay. But with that being said, I've got so much to talk about today. Hello, all of my channel members and all of my subscribers. Hello, Charlene and Carol. Hello, Carol, Melissa. Look at all our channel members. Susan and Nancy and Kixie 1955 from Nova Scotia, Canada. I don't think I've ever seen your name on there before. And if I have, forgive me. I'm sorry. Hello, Millie. So I want to first of all, I did not welcome our website Inky besties at all this month. I completely neglected to do that, because you don't have to join the channel to become a channel member. You can do it through my website. So I want to first play this so you guys can see all of our awesome channel members. But new this week, or new this month, some of them are this week, Inky besties via the website are Karen M, Gail R, Teresa D, and Renee P. I'm only going to say the first initial of your last name because, you know what? A little bit of privacy. You joined on the website. Maybe you don't want everybody knowing your last name. And new this week on the channel, everybody saw at the top there, Miss Katie McLean, I guess it is. Inky Buddy, welcome to the channel. What are all these Inky besties and buddies? I have finally filmed a video. I just have to edit it. It's channel membership. You get up to 5 exclusive videos every month, including a masterclass. And let me tell you, I'm going to show you some stuff for the masterclass this month. You're not going to want to miss it. I have a card I'm going to show everybody. Tonight is Inky Fingers After Dark. That's for the Inky Bestie channel members. That happens right after this stream. Look at that webcam trying to stay focused. Let me turn. Oh, that automatically stops. Automatically goes away. Perfect. I've got some giveaways, and I've got some reminders for some giveaways, and I had to redraw a giveaway, which I'm going to do that live tonight. I want to let everybody know too, thank you so much for the overwhelming amount of orders on my stencil bundles. That's awesome. I appreciate it. If you're wondering what they are, down below there's a link for 4-piece dome stencils that I'm going to use tonight. It'll show you the different stencils I have. There's North America and overseas prices. So make sure if you're in North America, Canada, US, or whatnot, that you are clicking those. But I want to point out shipping. I have a little issue. Last Thursday, I sent out my first batch from that stream, if you will. There was the brushstroke stencils, and I put all my postage myself as per what the lady at the post office told me. And then I sent the next batch with Todd, and inadvertently, a different post lady, or maybe it was the same one, I'm not even quite sure, but anyway, she noticed that they were 8 cents short. So I'm guessing that a whole batch of orders are going to come back to me for 8 cents. And if that happens, I apologize. I'm going to get them right out right away.
Don't worry about that. The last one I sent off, it was $3.35 instead of $3.19. So I don't know.
So if it was $3.35, that's more than the $3.11.
But I don't know why it adjusts.
Okay, so apparently the post office can't figure out how much they want for me to pay. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to put any postage on anything anymore, and I'm going to take them to the post office, and I'm going to make them put postage on it individually. If they want to play that game, they can do all the extra work and print them one by one by one by one.
I think you have to pay GST.
Done.
Zen Girls is not a member or bestie. do you become a member or a bestie?
You click right down underneath this video, or just open a new window with my channel and click join, or down below in the description there's a join, and then there's 2 different memberships. There's Inky Buddy, which gets you 2 exclusive videos a month, and then there's Inky Bestie that gets you 3 more, including the masterclass. So lots of jibber jabber. What else have I got for jibber jabber here? I've got our cards, of course. I don't want to give away too much on that. I want to shout out to Pink and Main. They are collaborating with me, if you will. We have a $25 gift card right now up for grabs over on the Card Kit Crafters Facebook group. Just go to Facebook, Card Kit Crafters. It's in there. There's a live unboxing. I did a live video, and there's a link there to go and enter it. And actually, I did a live unboxing on YouTube too, so you can check out that one and then go enter it. But you have to watch one of the 2 videos in order to enter, because there's a secret keyword, right? So that's a $25 gift card. Last month was a Pink and Main kit, and it wasn't claimed. So it was long past the 10 days. So I'm going to redraw it, and I will post them up tomorrow on my Facebook again. And shout out to the Stamps of Life, because they have sent me a card kit, and I've made the cutest little card out of it. And I'm going to reveal how to enter that giveaway for the $50 gift card on the 22nd on my Facebook group. I made a mistake, and I had it scheduled for the 15th, which was my bad. I had to pull that down. And then the Instagram post went up, and then I had to take that down. It's just been, you know what? It's been really tough with Gizmo being sick and the impending what was going on, and I've just been all over the place, so I apologize for that. But let's flip to my workspace, because are you seeing this? First of all, Lisa, thank you so much. I mean, you guys are just all over this with my pink and green. I'm kind of on this new teal kick. Did you guys see my Totally Tiffany heat gun? I mean, it says Recollections on it. I'm not sure how they jumped into this mix, but I'm on this new teal kick, and I have so much teal stuff in my studio. The studio tour probably still won't be till May, because there's so much going on, but pink and green, I've been loving it. So this one's from Miss Lisa, and I have to point out, she wrote on the back, yes, I really have cute otter postage stamps. Otters are my favorite animals, and look at all her little cute little otter stamps. Aren't they so? Look at this guy. They are so stinking cute. I mean, and this one, I think I should cut that off and keep them. I'll put it in my junk journal, because it hasn't been canceled off over here. So cute. Now, I want to mention, I wrote on here, I did the giveaway for the Pink and Main box live here one Thursday night, and I kind of scrolled through to show you guys the winner. And as I was watching it back, I had a face palm, and I was like, oh my God, there's like names and addresses. So I went back to that video, and I kind of blurred that all out. So my apologies. I didn't even think of that. I will never do that again. So I did redraw the Pink and Main winner. Thank you, Lisa. I'm going to put your card actually right here. So I did redraw the Pink and Main last month. Okay, so this was for February. So this is redrawing for the Pink and Main card kit. There's a link to a winner's form down below. And if you didn't watch the video, I will post it on Facebook. You'll have, I think it says on my website, there's a 10-day you have to claim it. But redraw for the Pink and Main kit number 387. That was the 387th entry, and that is Julie Morozinski. Mrozinski. So congratulations to Julie. And I drew for a bestie membership, and that person didn't claim it. So I redrew for that. Number 335 is Debbie Skeet. So if either one of you are watching this video, fill out the winner's form down below. And I will also post that up on my Facebook. So really quick, I want to talk about class, because watercoloring, this isn't your everyday run-of-the-mill, you know, regular YouTube video watercoloring. We're going to go into such detail about papers and watercolors and differences and yada yadas, and just step by step allowing you the opportunity to have a Q&A at the end. And you know what? We're going to do these. And I mean, do you see this effect here? So pretty, right? I mean, you're going to be doing this no problem. And I'm also going to show you, see here how you can see these stamped images, and over here you can't see the stamped images. This is no line watercoloring, And I've got some stuff that you can, if you want to pick up things from my website, there's a classes, myickyfingers.com, right up here, right over, right there, myickyfingers.com. And then there's a tab for classes if you kind of want to follow along with what I'm using. And if not, just make do with what you have. But if you make do with what you have, can't always expect the same results that I'm going to have, right? So that's going to be super fun. But I'm going to give you other alternatives too for the Distress Oxide. Oh, it's right there. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Why can't I think of the name of this right now? Antique linen. Thank you very much. So, watercoloring class. I can't wait to see you guys all there. Now, I've got some inky Ink Squad members on the second Saturday of the month. Every single channel member gets to come to a Stamp and Chat, and I give away a bunch of stuff. And these have been sitting around and they haven't been claimed, so I'm gonna shout you guys out. If a channel member won that didn't claim them and they're no longer a channel member, they're not getting a shout out. So you guys are still channel members. Beatrice S is a 4-piece dome stencil set. Karen O Obermiller is this Hero Art stamp set. I've got Elizabeth Hussey for a 4-piece brush stencil set, and Jeanette Carnes, girl, where are you, for that stamp set. And these dies here is Ruth Mayer. Wait till you guys see what I bought for next month. Super cute stuff. So let me change my screen here because we are going to draw for these 3 things. I'm going to draw them in order of the papers first. Where is my face? Let's see here. There's my face. Oh, oopsie. Nope, we don't want to do that. We want to do, this. Okay, there we go. Hi, we're back. Okay, so for the paper pack first, these are just little sample paper packs. You had to have told me your favorite wrong video. I'm on the wrong video. This one. Okay. You had to have told me your favorite stamp set from my mega haul. Okay. So as long as what you wrote is what your favorite stamp set was, I'm going to write your name down and you can fill out a winner's form down below, and I will post these winners on my Facebook as well. So drum roll. Our first pick is Katie said, I love the Sunny Studio bunny stamps. So Katie Gilbert. So Katie Gilbert for this one. And then for the next one here, the next paper pack, because I did 2 of them, we're going to go Kathy Peterson. Kathy Peterson. Okay. And then for these, you know what? I love these guys, these Beach Bear stamps. These are from my favorite things. I loved them so much, I bought them twice. I didn't realize I had already bought them and blah, blah, blah. But for these stamps, we're going to go, there we go, Tina Marie Buckman. I love the Pink and Mean Joyful Easter. So Tina Marie Buckman. All right, you guys, there'll be a winner's form down below if you're seeing it here. And if not, I will link the winner's form on my Facebook page. So I have got, what have we got? I have got a card for you guys today. I'm going to show you one time because that's what I did. I did it one time, and then you know what I did? I drew it. Okay, I'm going to show you here. I have this little book. Where is it? Right here. I drew it. Okay, this is, and I have to tell you, Maya, I don't know. Sorry, everybody. I didn't realize last week I picked a card that Maya had sent me. I guess Maya just knows my taste. When I saw this card, I was just like going through Instagram and Pinterest, and I saw this card, and it wasn't until after I was almost done, Heather pointed out to me, she goes, Maya, didn't you use her card last week? Which I did. But anyhow, there's my little drawing of, I will show you this card. And Tina from Cards and Coffee Time made this, okay? So super cute. And if you guys know who Tina is from Cards and Coffee Time, I mean, she makes the most adorable cards. And Newton's Nook, come on. Shout out to Newton's Nook. Hello, Newton's Nook. I would love to work with you too. But here's the card. I drew it out, okay? And then I didn't realize the sentiment was on the cloud. But anyway, I was going to like maybe do a sentiment here and stick it in there. And I'm going to tell you what's funny. I was making the card, And then I was like, oh, why don't I get a little sentiment and stick it in the cloud? Bible on my dad's life. I forgot the sentiment was in the cloud on the case card. So when I loaded it up today, I was like, wow, great minds think alike, right, Tina? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by showing you how I did my background really, really quickly, because now if you were on my Stampin' Chat, I am down to the nitty gritty on my tumbled glass here. I'm waiting for my ink refill to come. So I couldn't even finish the cards I was trying to make. And you guys, if you missed that Stampin' Chat, it was super, super, super fun. I'm making mass Easter cards with the cutest stickers, like 4-dimensional stickers. They're absolutely adorable. So all I'm going to do, I'm just taking a scrap piece of paper, and I'm using these dome stencils that I made because you always want your grass to be a little smaller than your sky, right? Because just for balance. So this kind of helps give you an eyeball guide, and it's in a 4-piece set with some other circles and whatnot. You guys have probably seen me make videos with them.
Jamie Bishop wants to know if Tina from Cards and Coffee Time are from Instagram or Pinterest.
That one was from Pinterest. That was on Pinterest. So all I'm going to do here, and I'm just going to hold this all. I mean, I've done it so many times. I'm just going to hold it and go like that. There's my ground. Okay.
I made those, everybody.
Yeah, sure. Todd made these. He did the file after I gave him the vector. I made an SVG, and then out of that, I saved it as a vector, and then Todd put them in Corel and made it so I could print them, or laser cut them, if you will.
It's all about how you right click.
It's all about how you right click. There you go. So here, as you can see, I have a bigger area, and this is going really dry. I'm trying the best I can with the ink I've got, but you go like this, okay, then you've got, and of course, let me fix this little corner here. I'm looking on the video. I was going to say, of course, you're going to take much more time, but why don't I take much more time and show you how nice it comes out. Whoopsie. There we go. All right. So then you're going to take your circle and you're going to cut that out of there, which I saved all the time today because I've already cut it out. So I'm going to show you this card I'm going to put together. Now, the nice thing is you don't always need the exact same things that you saw in the case card. I was just a fan, and I got some really cute little ideas here. So I went with the Simon Says Stamp Spring Gnomies. You guys saw that in my unboxing. And I've got my little clouds. This one's an extra. You know what I did? I went up to my little sale area for all my stuff that I'm getting rid of this Saturday. And I went and I opened the Give It a Whirl dies. Thank you for whoever that was that reminded me what they were called. Let me open my window here so I can see your chat. There we go. And I took all of the clouds out of it because I love these little clouds. The clouds were the best part of that whole die set. So here I just basically colored everything up, and I got to tell you, I don't know if you can see in the video, but his little beard, the whole thing is all flocking. I'm like, what the flock? I'm just going to flock it. So here I cut out my circle, and then, excuse me, I took a scallop, words are hard, scallop stencil, scallop die. Once I trip, that's it. I keep tripping. Now, the die, let me give you the dimensions. This scallop was a 3-inch scallop, and then I just took a circle a little smaller and just kind of made a frame, okay? This circle here was a 2 3/4 inch circle, all right? And then I took, these are all linked below, by the way. I can't remember the name of everything. I took the Pink and Main Petals embossing folder. So pretty, right? Wait till you see the other one. I made a second card. I want you to see that folder because that one I linked below. Oh my gosh. I haven't even showed it yet. I just got it. It's amazing. I love it. But this one, I've got my, this is Bashful Blue. It's long, long, long retired years and years and years ago. But this one I cut to 4 inches. This one's 4 1/8, and then respectively for your 5 inches, right? So what I'm going to do here, this guy is going to go down. So might as well start by just gluing that one down. That's how I did that. Yep, I'm going to go straight down. And I think, honey, it's time for a milkshake. My ring is getting loose. My ring's getting loose, so I must have lost some weight. It keeps flipping over to the side, so I think it's time for milkshakes. Or the sizing of the ring, whichever's cheaper. didn't we get a sizing included
No.
when you bought it?
No.
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure they gave a bottle of glue.
What's that?
They gave a bottle of glue.
Oh, please. You think you're funny, but you're not. Okay, here. So we're going to put this one just a little bit offset, and there's no rhyme or reason. Now, I went and took, if you have these, I love Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. I really, really, really do, because they're little honeycombs. Here's the one I was using. And if you go and cut them in half, they're the perfect size for these little roundy bits and whatnot, because they got the little points and then they're straight. So I just cut them in half, and I'm going to have to order me up some of those from one of my friends that sells Stampin' Up! Funny thing, I got an email today from Stampin' Up! And I guess they don't remove me from their email list. But anyway, they're like, hey, it's time to claim your celebration rewards. And I thought, yeah, I did actually earn quite a bit of celebration rewards. So I emailed them or responded to it. Or no, I emailed DS and I attached the email they sent me. And I'm like, hey, how do I claim my rewards? And then they responded with something from the demonstrator agreement. They're like, oh, that's all been forfeited. I'm like, of course. And you know, to add insult to injury, about 30 seconds after they responded to me, I got another email to rate how the agent was, you know, on a scale of 1 to 5, whatever, on how whatever it all went. I didn't fill it out because it's not the agent's fault, you know what I mean? But I thought, oh, that's kind of funny. So much for my, I guess that's kind of sucks, is I didn't get my celebration rewards. I could have got a whole bunch of dimensionals, but oh well, we won't cry over spilt milk. There's a lot worse things in the world that could be happening, right? Okay, so dimensionals on this, and you can, you know, just kind of see them there a little bit, but I liked the way it was raised up. So now here, I just want to place these around until, I think I'm going to put him, let's put a dimensional underneath him here so he doesn't keep falling inside, and then I can get a really good idea where I want him. Okay, there. And then he won't fall inside anymore. And then this one, I cut these all with my brother too, and I pulled on this one a little bit too hard, and I bent it right in here. So that was not good. I wasn't happy about that. I think I need more mini dimensionals, and I have, oh, there they are right over there. Oh no, here's some. Good. I'm like, there it was. All right, so one here for sure, and probably one here for sure. There we go. Put those guys there. And the little bird, I think what we'll do is put one underneath him, and he's probably gonna sit, where's he gonna sit? I don't know. He's probably gonna sit somewhere like, I'm gonna think about this here, because I didn't lay this out. And of course, I'm not going exactly with, you know, what I saw on the card. I just kind of want to put everything where I think it's going to look right. So let's put another little dimensional here on the end of this one so it doesn't fall in. Is everybody having a nice night over there, Mr. Todd?
Yeah, Ray Henderson says give her your mailing address and she'll send you dimensionals.
I actually have quite a bit, and I don't mind supporting my crafty friends that are demos to buy them, right? So whoopsie.
Kimberly likes your card layout.
Oh, I thank you, Miss Kimberly. Can thank Tina for that, because she had a really good idea. So I'm just casing it, and thank Maya for tagging me. Okay, so I like that. Now, the little black and white thingy, okay? I got to oh shoot, you know what I did? Hold on. I glued that down. Oh. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Hold on, let me lift this up. Okay, there. I just had to lift it up a bit on the side because I forgot. I wanted to put, you know, the little thing down the side here that Tina had done. And I didn't really have the right, like, stripe paper. And I bought some stamps from My Favorite Things, or excuse me, from Pink and Maine that are like stripey stamps. I had good intention when I bought them, but I was feeling lazy. So I went around the corner here. You should see the built-in ribbon storage I have. If you saw like my little walk around thingy on Instagram, you'll know. But I saw this ribbon and I was like, gingham goes with everything. But the problem was with the embossing, when you put it down, everything's bumpy. And especially on my other card, because my other card is 3D embossed. Thank you, Becky.
Everybody loves your nails.
Thank you. So this here, once I got it in there, I was like, okay, I like it. But then I was feeling like I need just a little something, something more. I didn't want to go over the top, but I wanted a little something more. So I pulled out this one. And I was like, oh yes, oh yes. I'm like, yo, oh yo, love it. So, hey, you, calm down, you stay there. So I pulled out this, which is a 1-inch piece of cardstock, so that I could put these on here and then put them on my card so that they're not getting all, ripply on the card base. Right? So let's do that. And I'm just going to use a tape runner. I'm going to start here and just go straight, please, all the way down. And then I'm going to put this one on the outside. And if you pull it really like tight, taut, whatever the word is, then you can get that on there kind of without it getting like, not straight. Kind of not straight, whatever the word is. Words are hard. All right, and then this one, I'm going to pull out a skinnier one for this one here. This is the same as the Tombow one, and quite frankly, I prefer them. There's nothing wrong with the tape that comes out of this, although I won't buy it anymore. There's nothing wrong with the tape that comes out of it. It's just getting the tape to come out of it. Where these, you ever notice when you go to do this, the tape is always there. It's your trusty friend. It never lets you down. And actually, I did get some Simon Says stamp ones I got to try too. So I'm excited about that. I want to get rid of these first though, so I don't have a million tapes open. Now I'll lay this one beside that one. Good to go. And then make sure it all lines up, which it does. And I went over a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. So this one I'm going to put on with my liquid glue because why not? It's cheaper. Now we're sticking everywhere. Let's get that closed up. These little micro bottles, it's Tombow glue. I just repackage it. So you can see those down below as well if you like. So I'm going to get this tucked under here now. Probably right about there. Whoopsie. No. Okay, now. Don't give me a hard time. You were doing so good. And I think I like that right about there. Now let's make sure that I'm lined up, which I'm not. So good thing I got that wiggle room, right? So let's go down. Okay, now that one's lined up. Now here, I'm a little long, which is no big deal because I can just pull my ribbon off and then I can cut that to match. Don't cut my ribbon. Cut this to match. I could have cut it to match first, right? But I like to complicate things. Why not do it the hard way? We're on a live. I mean,
Eve wants to know where you got your dental type tool.
My dental tool. That's so cute. Dental tool. I love it. It's part of a Cricut kit. And if you right over over that side, you see that kit.co/myinkyfingers. Todd can type it in the chat for you. You can actually copy it, honey, from the document at the bottom. Okay, never mind. You can click that, and if you go to tools, it's in there, and it comes with the tweezers and all kinds of other little things that I like to use. So now here, what I like to do, and I've been doing this for decades, I like to just put some tape across the back here, because then it keeps it all down and nice and smooth for when I am crooked. Ugh. What is it? Yeah, I'm kind of crooked here. It's so funny. You guys go, always on a live. Always on a live. I wasn't crooked last night when I did this. It's Todd's fault. He distracted me talking to me. Honey,
Yes, dear.
it's all your fault.
Fine.
Please don't do that again. Okay, wiggle room. Wiggle room. We got wiggle room here. Let's move that over just a tad. How much room do I have? There we go. I went too far. Of course I did. I always go too far. There we go. Now we're good. And it's still tacky. So just put it all back down. So if you do this before you would hear this, which is really funny because I had already had this down on my other card and then I thought of this and I had to pull it all up there too. So if you put this down first, you'll save yourself a really big headache. So let's trim that because I've been messing with it. And then we'll tape this end down. Oh, you just want to hang out, don't you? And we don't have any Wilburs tonight because they're all going to sit right there. Absolutely good. All right. Now, here, this guy. Let's put a little dimensional on his foot because we know his foot is going to stick out. So there and there. Bella's laying here snoring away. And then these ones, let's put a dimensional down. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's trim this little bit off right here. Perfect. And use up this little scrap piece so that it doesn't go to waste. I try as a rule to discipline myself to not pull out a fresh new dimensional until the old one is completely used up. Because if I don't, my drawer ends up with all the outsides. You know, I know you guys are guilty. I want to see thumbs up for everybody who has all the little release papers with all the stuff around the outside and then nothing on the inside. If you use these kinds. I mean, I know some go all the way to the edge, but I only use these ones, right? So I know you guys are out there. All right, flowers are going to go here. And then our birdie is going to go in the middle. But the birdie, I did put a dimensional on him. I want him to stand up even more. So let's go like this and like this. And I'll put a little bit of glue right in here just for some extra security. Because I know I may want to pull them off. And then, you know, it just makes life a little that much more difficult for me. Put that one there. And FYI, these little scallops, I did cut them 2 times. And as a matter of fact, I cut them with the new magic mat from scrapbook.com. And I ran it through my Gemini, and it's already starting to like bow and stuff. I don't know if and I know they do it in their Gemini because I saw it on one of their videos. So I think the Gemini is just really harsh. And the sandwich in the Gemini, I actually got this line all the way around. You probably can't see. Yeah, you can see all the way around here because the sandwich is so tight. But I did the other one on my new Spellbinders machine and it cut perfectly without that little impression. And I don't know, I bought an extra by mistake. So I'll have one just for the Spellbinders and I'll let you guys know if it kind of ripples and bows. I'll talk about it in my unboxing, but it did kind of ripple on me a little bit. So I don't know if that's a thing. Does anybody have one? Watch the chat for me there, hun. Hello, Cheryl Lee. Does anybody have that magic mat and is yours bowing? It's starting to do what remember the Stampin' Up magnetic mat and it just all bowed and had a big hump in it and then they gave everybody their money back? I could see this one doing that. Same kind of idea, but I don't know if it's because I did it in the Gemini or not. So let's do the little birdie right here, like he's kind of looking at his little Gnomeo friend. Perfect. And then we'll take some of these off of here. I'm going to do envelopes today as well. And I'm going like super fast because, holy moly, I'm almost done. I don't think I've ever finished something so quickly. I did get everything together though, as I was like, didn't want to take too long. And now I'm afraid I'm going to be done sooner.
So Ray uses magic mat.
Okay.
But it doesn't bow.
Who uses it?
Ray Henderson.
Ray.
Ray.
Oh, what machine are you using, Ray? I'd be interested to know what your machine is. And actually, you know what I might do to fill that time is do another butterfly. Because I'm going to have a little bit of space here and I can show you how I did my butterfly. And I actually cut it out by hand anyway. So let's not go so low on this one. Let's go a little higher up.
Amy says Jen McGuire has best sandwich.
Yeah, and I use that sandwich for my Gemini, but I wanted to get the magic mat.
Ray says my hubby uses the heat gun on the SU magnet mat and it goes flat for a while.
Oh, because I still have that one. I have the magic mat and use it in my Gemini. I heat it with a heat gun and put it under action so it stays flat. That's a good idea. Rachel, you are so late. You go sit in the corner and write out 300 times. I will not be late again. I'm teasing, of course. All right, so let's do a butterfly here because I'm going to glue this on the card mat first, but I'm going to do a butterfly because I want to show you guys how I did the butterfly on the other card, because it's not just your everyday butterfly, okay? We did a little bit of texture on him with a Prismacolor 0 marker.
Joe has the magic mats from my Spellbinder in Gemini.
From or for?
For.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Words are hard.
Oh, you flip them over too. Okay. All right. I was hoping to get away from this flip it over business. I'm so lazy and I forget. I think it's more of a memory thing than a lazy thing. I just don't always remember to flip over my mats. Does anybody else have that problem? I certainly have that problem. Look at you, got a little 4-leaf clover, hun. So, butterfly. Let's pull out the butterfly from the Spring Gnomies. Now, I did use this guy on the other, just in case you're like, where is those stamps? I used them on the other card that I will show you. But I'm going to pull out the butterfly here because it's so cute and it's so easy to fussy cut. If you want to cut it on your brother, you have to draw lines to attach, make it look like the little antennas are attached, and I forgot, so I had to skip it. So I thought I'll just cut it out by hand because it's quicker than rescanning it, and it's not a really big image. So I'm going to use a Memento, and I'm going to use this here piece because I can use the bottom and then save that one for another. Now I have been having the issues, all the issues in the world, because I need to have something soft under here. I'm a rubber girl at heart, so I struggle with photopolymer sometimes. And if you struggle, then get out your little foam mats from your cutting tool or your, excuse me, your stamp positioners, and make sure you use that to stamp on, and then you're usually going to get a much better impression. So there we go. Much better impression. Miss Mika in the house. That was the other doggy.
Oh no, Mika.
She's stretching. I can hear her toenails going across the floor. And honey, can you mute your phone, please? Thank you. We have to teach these men everything. Train. We got to train them. Alrighty. So for my butterfly, I'm only going to use 2 colors, and I'm going to show you what I did. And I'm going to actually come in on Zoom here so that I can show you really closely what I did. Okay, let's make sure I keep this in view. Make sure I don't go out of view. And we'll go with, let's go 81 and 83 R's. Actually, I could probably even do 3. Let's do the 85 as well. So I'm going to start with my light color. Start that one from the inside. And then come in. I'm not even going to put my caps up. This isn't a Copic coloring channel. I can never remember to put my caps up for everybody. And 9 times out of 10, I'm holding them in my hand anyway, so that when I put them back, I can put them wrong and then play like marker cap roulette when I'm trying to find them the next time because I put them on the wrong way. So light, medium, back to my light, and then I'm going to come in with my dark. I went a little bit out of the lines on his body, but I'm not too worried about that because his body is going to be black, or her body, whatever it is. Boy butterflies can be pink too. And then soften it all up with my light. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now here's where the magic happens, because you can do this with a Copic 0, but I'm going to show you the difference between, if you know what a Copic 0 is, okay, that's your color lifter. Excuse me, color lifter. It's not your color lifter. That's a Stampin' Up! Term that I don't know where that just came from. But the Prismacolor is the exact same thing in a different company. But what I like about this is this tip right here, okay? Whereas the Copic has a brush tip, all right? So what I like to do here is I like to create little dots. Honey, can you pass me that card right there with the mermaid on the above you on the right hand side? Please and thank you. I want to show them what I'm going to be doing here. Thank you. So here you could, whoa, we're already zoomed in. See here the mermaid, all these little dots to make her scales. That's with this, okay? So all you have to do, and put that somewhere safe, all you have to do is just put these little dots down, okay? And then come in a second time. And where it's a little darker, you might want to hold it just a second longer, just so that you can see when you come back where they are. I've got a really scratchy throat. Excuse me. So let me do a couple more here. Because I just wanted to give the butterfly a little texture, but I didn't necessarily want to come in with another color. You know what I mean? I just kind of wanted to...
So Ray Henderson wants to know, do you have an email list to sign up for?
To sign up for what?
I don't know.
An email list. If you want to go to my blog, you can subscribe to my blog, and then any blog posts I put out, you'll get a notification for. And sometimes I write a blog post like a newsletter, and then I send that out. I haven't done that in some time because I'm not a spammy type person, right? But the inners here, I'm just going to go with a plain black. I'm not even going to get fancy, and I'm just going to color the inside here. Just plain, simple black. You could get all fancy if you wanted to. You could even do it in a lighter gray and then make little lines. But let me bring it up here so you can see. Focus. Focus. There we go. See there, the little dots? It's just kind of cute, right? And I see one of the lines here now that I'm looking at it in zoom view. Now that's gone. So your 0, you just gently go over where you've gone over the lines. And if it's a super dark color, pull out one of your Sakura gel pens and then just color over top of it. So let's zoom out.
Judy wants to know what type of pen you use to make the dots.
I used a Prismacolor marker, and I did link it for you guys down below so you can see. I think it might take you either to Amazon or Blick. There's not a lot of places online, but art stores, Michaels might even carry one. I haven't seen single Prismacolors at my Michaels for a long time, but do I have the right glasses on? I do. Like, why am I having a hard time seeing here? I'm just going to fussy cut this out, and then I'm going to put her or him on my little card. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do my envelopes and how I did my insides. And I'll show you the other card example. So make sure too that you guys are entering the draw for the $25 gift card from Pink and Main. Love to see one of our Ink Squad peoples win that. There's a lot of other people on the Card Kit Crafters. I'm not sure if they're watching the YouTube or not, but we don't have near as many entries as we had the last time, which is a surprise because this time's a gift card where you get to pick whatever you like. So let's put this here on the back of our butterfly and take that off. And then we shall put our little butterfly, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to curl this just a tad before I put her on there. There we go. I like that. Just a tad. Perfect. Right? Absolutely. Love it. And who knew? I always said I suck at scenes, and who knew how easy they are? I always thought that scenes had to have like trees and grass and like all the things, but they really, really don't. Like, look how easy that little scene came together. Someone's comments are in half. Honey.
Yes, dear.
You're being awfully quiet over there.
Well, not much going on. Everybody's saying things are cute.
Okay, let me wipe this off. All right. Oh, I got everything stuck to me now. All right, putting that on our card front. Now, what I wanted to do, even though these are Easter, because Easter's coming up, I wanted to show you guys that not everybody makes Easter cards. So that doesn't mean that these images aren't super cute, right? So just because it's a bunny doesn't mean you can't send it whenever the heck you want. But because it's spring, you can use these images for spring and not necessarily have to say Happy Easter. Because in today's day and age, there's a lot of people that don't recognize Easter, and I understand and respect that, but you might still want to send them a card, right? So what I did, let me put this away really quick first, because I am on a mission to keep my workspace clean and tidy. And my butterfly did get put away, and so did this, whatever that is. Now, what I did on my insides, we're going to do our envelopes too here, but on the insides, I took and put Happy Everything and Sending Smiles with the little butterfly from the front of the card, okay? And those came out of this stamp set. Sending Smiles and Happy Everything. I don't know about you, but I am loving that font. Focus, please. Focus. There we go. Okay. I love that font. So depending on, because when I put my cards on Etsy, I always offer 2 different inserts. So depending on what you're wanting to send, those are absolutely perfect. Now, I'm going to show you my other one right here. So this one, I did the Joyful Easter, okay? And I have a basket of all the stamps that are new, and I'm trying to use those before I add new stamps to the new basket, right? So I got this one used, and it's the exact same layout, just different little elements, right? And these ones here, I chose to not ink the cloud, and on these ones, I did ink the bottom of the cloud, and I can show you really quick how I did that. Let me just grab my little... those Yosang brushes that I use that you saw me pull out. I have to tell you, I absolutely love and adore them. I didn't link them down below today because I forgot I was going to use them. But these I'm obsessed with. They are in my kit.co under tools. But Yosang also makes these bad boys. Okay. And these come in that long thing that looks like a rainbow. And it's like... I don't need more foam daubers. They're not foam. They're the brush. Okay, I know it's not focused, but they're the brush ones. So I was like, I had no idea. So I don't like them on my finger, but you can just take it and rub your bottoms, and you get such a softer transfer of your ink with these guys, and they're so inexpensive. I absolutely love them, and look at that. Right? So if you've seen those and overlooked them because you thought they were sponge daubers like I thought, look again, because they are not sponge. They are the hair, synthetic hair, whatever it is. So you can do that on the bottoms of your little sentiments or of your little clouds or not, totally up to you. So this one has the exact same inserts right here. Okay. But I like to do a matching envelope. So let's look at these. I've got 2 envelopes, and let's go. I just like to make it simple. So I'm going to go with...
Everybody loves your cards.
Oh, I thank you.
Cute.
Thank you. Well, you can thank Tina because she came up with the idea. I'm just casing them. I think they're adorable too, but really good idea Tina had for sure. So I'm going to come in really quick here with my... I think I'm going to do the whole thing in picked raspberry. Or no, is that picked raspberry? No, it's Kitsch Flamingo. The whole thing. I was going to do it ombre, and if you have like a little dauber, you can kind of do ombre, a little pink at the top, a little green at the bottom, but I'm going to do it all in the same color because why not? So you see how simple that is? Oh, I did it again.
Oh, no.
It's so funny because last night when I pulled out my envelopes, I said, I need some envelopes I can stamp wrong so I can give them to friends. So if some of you guys like Cheryl Lee, some of you guys know, if you get a card from me and there's an image like this, it's because I'm not throwing it away. I'm going to give it to a friend because that's the only thing about stamping envelopes. Make sure your flap is on the right side. I always do that. You don't know how many times I've done that. So there's that one. Now for this guy, make sure the flap's on the right side. Let's put this one away, clean this off, and let's see. This one here, I wish that there was a little chick on its own. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll do the basket. That'll be perfect because the basket can go on the front because the bunny's holding a basket. So they don't necessarily have to even be colored. It's just that little extra special little thing. I mean, you've already got everything out anyway, so why not go that little extra effort and stamp something on your envelope. You can even stamp something on the back if you like before you seal it, so that it's, you know, when they flip it over, they've got a cute little surprise there too. So here, I think, I mean, why wreck a good thing? We've already got the pink out. I could do blue as well, but I think I'll just do pink and put this one. Let me double check, because I do that so much. You guys have no idea how many times I stamp those upside down. Okay, so let me put this away, and this over here, and this over here. And we will look at these. We got our envelope and our little card and our two little inserts. So super cute, right? I mean, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. $6.40. I'm going to have to pull out something else here to do with you. What should I do? You guys give me an idea. What do you guys want to see? You got 20 minutes. I had no idea I was going to be done so soon, so it's entirely up to you. Anything outside of watercoloring, because this is part of my class this month. But what is that thing you're using to clean your stamps? This is from Stampin' Up, actually. I prefer
Jamie
this.
wants to know what thing you're using to clean the stamp.
Okay, Jamie, let me tell you what it is I'm using to clean my stamps. He doesn't listen to me at all.
Baby wipes.
So,
The sponge.
these are from Stampin' Up. They're called, I think, Simply Chamois or whatnot. Talk to your Stampin' Up demonstrator. Go to stampinup.com. I don't link to them because I am no longer a Stampin' Up demonstrator, but these are something I absolutely love. I put them in one of the Stampin' Up cases. Now, here's the trick, okay? You have to have 2 sets, because if you only have 1 set, they go dry so quick. Clean them with Dawn dish soap, but do not clean them in your kitchen. Clean them somewhere completely free of bacteria. I had mine, if you've been following me, you know, I'm always pulling them up to my face and smelling them. They've always smelled amazing. And at some point I introduced a bacteria, and you cannot get that smell out. So make sure that you are cleaning those nowhere near any food or bacteria. So I want to, what's everybody saying they want to see me do?
Use something with an alcoholic background you might have on hand.
Oh, that I might have on hand. Well, let me show you something you can do with your alcohol ink backgrounds.
Melissa Sullivan wants to know if she's late for the After Dark.
No, After Dark starts after this. Let me clean this ink, this stamp really quick.
Rita
After
says
Dark.
Copic coloring.
Copic coloring. I'm gonna show you something with your backgrounds really quick, okay?
Riva wants to know how the flocking is done.
Oh, I'll actually show you that too, okay? I'll show you that first, and then I'll show you a trick, something I like to do with my alcoholic backgrounds, okay? 2 easy peasy lemon squeezy things. So, how the flocking works is, I'll show you on... Did you really just tell the dog to get the flock out of here?
I did.
Oh, honey.
How can you cut them in 4s?
Oh, I cut them in 4s because when they're on my stamp positioner, it's easy for me to pull this out and clean it on my stamp positioner rather than pulling out a whole entire big one. And the other reason is when I clean off something that had stays on and then I put my actual cleaner on it to rub all that off, I can use a different one. And I know that this top corner stays on. And then this side, they're just a little bigger. So when I have big stamps, you know what I mean? So you don't have to cut them, but imagine pulling out a whole sheet just to clean something off of your stamp positioner, right? Now that's scrap. Let's do this guy. So I will, I guess this is just going to be a whole scrap piece of paper, but let's use Memento and stamp him. And actually, this is going to be a good example of what happens to me when I try to stamp stuff without that cushion, because
Zen
I don't
Girls
like the way
wants
that's
to know
stamped.
If you need to sign up for the After Dark.
Yes, you do. You have to click down below in the description, join the channel. So there's a join thingy there, join channel for perks or something like that. And if you join at Inky Bestie, then you get 5 extra videos a month, including a class, which the class is upcoming. So now I love these guys. Okay. And you know what? Universally, these seem to be running out of stock everywhere. I actually got from scrapbook.com. a big 3-piece set. It's got 2 that I don't even want. You know, these big chunky. Do I have any of those in there? Actually, I was going to say I don't even want, but you know what? I don't even have them. So anyway, I bought this set just to get this one because I had FOMO. I was terrified that these were going to sell out everywhere, and God knows how long it was going to be till they came back in stock. Or, God forbid, they were, you know, discontinuing them. Now, watch for my upcoming unboxing because I found another type of these. Oh my gosh, 10 times. I'm not going to say 10 times better, but it's got 10 times more uses, right? So, flocking. All you have to do is let me come in, zoom in here for you guys so you can see. All right, so flocking. When you press, this is a ball point, okay? So when you press it on your paper, the glue comes out. So I just go little dots. I try to stay away from the lines, but I'll show you how to fix it if it goes in the lines. And then I really struggled getting it in this other little area up here. And I'm not going to tell you what this marker is or the pen is. I am going to pull it out though because it's going to make my life easier, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to make you wait for my unboxing. So how can I use this so that you don't see what it is? Some of you guys might know what it is. Oh, I already have one over here that's open. Let me get the open one. But my unboxing is coming, trust. Okay, so we'll do this. So this one's an even finer point one. It comes out blue, but I don't care. It dries perfectly clear. I'm not worried about it. So let me just go in and fix my little areas. There we go. So I'm not going to tell you what this one is until my unboxing, but I love it. So you're going to do that everywhere that you want your flocking, okay? And then you're going to pull out your flocking, which is linked down below. This one is Stampendous. And you're going to pull out your little, and if you want one of these, it's in my kit.co. I didn't link it. I can't possibly remember to link everything I use, right? So if you ever see something I have and you're like, oh, what is that? Go to my kit.co and just look around there. So now I'm just going to kind of put this here. Now I want to tell you guys something. This is really funny. This is funny. One of the girls, I can't remember her name, but I want to show you what she told me you can do if you don't have flocking. Let me get it. Okay, gentlemen, you might want to turn away. So I'm going to do that, put that away really quick, and then I'm going to show you a little hack. I wish I could remember the name of the person who told me about this hack, but I don't, and I apologize. I am horrible with names. But the little hack was maxi pads. I don't have any kind of maxi pad whatsoever, but my mother has poise. Asked her for a poise. But if you open up your maxi pads, this, you can use it as flocking. Now, it's a similar texture. Now, be careful because some of these have beads in them and whatnot, right? But it's a similar texture. But if you're in a pickle and you have some poise, and then she goes to have this super duper heavy duty one if you like. I'm like, anyway, whatever. So you can use these. They work for flocking as well. If you are like, what the flock am I going to do? I don't have any flocking. You can use that, okay? So I'll put those away afterward. But now, when you're finished this, here's your little tip. If you go over the lines, okay? Let me show you my other little tip. You can take this little tool or any little pokey tool and you just go along the lines and just take it off, okay, while your glue is still somewhat tacky. So you just go along your lines like this, up here on his nose, and just take it right off. And there is your flocking. And let me tell you, the Rivas of the world who make all these amazing cards for your little grandchildren, they are going to rub that, and I'm going to tell you when it's dry. Where's my dry card? Where's my dry card? Here it is. When it's dry, it doesn't rub off, okay? And you can feel it. It's like, listen, hear that? It's like you can feel it there. And you know kids are going to be like, oh, you know, it's like those books when you open them and there's a little fur thing and then you flip the page and then you see what the fur thing was. It's the same thing on your card. Kids are going to love it, right? So there's that. Now, let me put these to the side and show you one of the things I love to do with my alcohol ink background. So let me get my backgrounds and a tool. One moment. This one and this one. And maybe this one. And oh, I don't know. Let's go with this one, I suppose.
Katie wanted to know if you heat set it.
No, absolutely not. No heat setting. It's just glue. It'll dry, no problem. Just set it aside, let it dry. No heat, nothing like that involved or needed. So this is my little basket of like things, okay, that I make and, you know, end up like in here because I made a mistake or I didn't like it or whatever, or I made too many of something. So alcohol ink is a great example because this one, if you saw, I did a live. I'll try to remember to go back and link it down below where we cut leaves out of this. It was absolutely stunning. The cards were gorgeous. So I want to save that one because that one's not a bad one, but I want to go to like a dud here. So like this would be a dud. This one's really bright. I'll take out a couple. Let me see here.
Mary wants
find
to know
one
what
more.
stamps did you use?
All the stamps I used today, Mary, are linked right down below. So let's do that one because those two, these did not turn out the way I had intended in my mind. That's not what I was seeing at all. So these happen to be Stampin' Up! Punches. This is the Daisy Medium and the Daisy Large. These are two punches I'm not going to get rid of with all the stuff I'm getting rid of Stampin' Up! Because of this exact thing. So let's go a little bit more over here. So one, and let's go right here. Two, and now you have got, actually I'm going to cut one more of these. Hold on, because I like two of these. Let's take another one of these first. There we go. So, and you can do this with any of your duds, okay? It doesn't have to be alcohol ink duds. They can be any duds. And I've actually got a card I showed you guys. I'm trying to see, I have so many cards out. I don't have that one out. But, and you don't necessarily need this one in the middle. But, I mean, if you look at these here, let me put them, there we go. And put them on maybe here so you guys can see them. But look at that. It makes an absolutely gorgeous flower. Now, if you don't have those, you can use any random. Let's go a little bit more over here. One, and maybe like there. Two. I don't know if this little one is going to go through here or not because this isn't a very powerful punch. But, oh, look at that. That's perfect. Whoops. Wilbur! Wilbur! Where did you go? Come back. Oh, I can't even pick it up off the floor with these nails. So I'll have to cut another one. I'll have to get it after. I can't pick it up with these terrible fake nails. Okay, last one. There we go. So now, as you can see, I've got one. And what happened there? It's like I missed some. That's interesting. And this one, I didn't even cut it all the way to the edge. But you guys get the idea, right? So there's that one. And then there's these guys. So bring these ones back up. So you've got all kinds of different flowers that you can put, right? So all of your dud backgrounds, make sure you save them. So I have mine actually labeled. So this one says alcohol inks, right? So I've got my oxide stuff here. So all my oxide, like this one here was a mermaid background similar to this one. Okay. So I just saved it. I've got my pigment sprinkles. I've got all kinds of ones in there. They just didn't turn out or whatnot. I've got all of my, now here's a tip. Okay. Here's a really good tip. If you don't do the alcohol ink thing and you have a whole bunch of reinkers, take out photo paper. All right. Now these ones, what I did was I think, did I not do a video about this with the saran wrap? And you just put all your ink down and then you smoosh your saran wrap on it. But you don't even need necessarily to use saran wrap. Like you can just create with water-based inks on photo paper, and then you could cut those out, right? So I know that if you use the back of Kirkland paper, now Kirkland photo paper is not available in Canada. I don't know if you can get it in the States, but Kirkland photo paper isn't written on the back, which you can use that for your alcohol ink stuff. You can also use poster board from Jot, J-O-T, from the Dollarama. That poster board, you can do alcohol ink on that. So anything that you make, like this here was some striations in some paint that never worked out. But you can see here that I've already used this piece for cutting out of, right? These ones, I've already used that for cutting out of leaves and whatnot. So all of those, save them, because when you're in a pickle or you just need that one little thing for your card, then you can definitely go to those backgrounds. So thank you for asking about that, because that was a super, super good idea. Do we have any other questions before I go? I am going to take a quick 5-minute break before we open
where do your products ship from?
I ship from Canada for my stencils, if that's what you're looking at. I don't know if that was...
Neither do I. I don't know.
I have one of those hole punches. It's very small and Christmassy. Great tip. Thank you. I have a box of alcohol. Perfect, Kaz. That's going to be awesome. Was there any other ones? Photo papers with inks. Hello, Mama Loves to Craft. I haven't seen you in a while. And ML Benson, I haven't seen you in a while. Mind you, I don't usually look up at the chat, right? So the rose color one would be good for butterflies. Absolutely. And you know what? Die cutting. You can die cut out of them. Now, the thing about your alcohol ink substrates, like your craft plastics and stuff, you may have to run it through a couple times. But I mean, like this one, just you could do... snowflakes out of it. I tried to do this. I did on a live stream one night actually, and it just didn't turn out. But always save your didn't turn outs, and always watch the backs of them too, because this one probably wouldn't be too bad on the back. You know what I mean? You can flip it over, so watch for that. But Catherine, hopefully we'll see you later at the After Dark. If not, enjoy. Have a nice evening. But now it's time to make cards for Mary. She's off to make cards. And, it is something.
Yeah, Mary wants to know.
Oh, her dad fell. I'm sorry, Catherine. I didn't catch that part. I apologize. I hope he's okay, too. Thank you for your order, Mary. I appreciate your guys' business very, very much. All our stencils, just an FYI before I go, they're all cut on laser engraver. So there's one side, you'll see my inky fingers kind of etched down in the bottom corner. That's the front. And on the back, you may notice a little bit of swirls. You can't feel them. It's just the laser engraver. We don't have like the big, huge machine like they do for the big, stamp stores and stuff. But that's why I'm able to offer them to you at such a ridiculous savings. So if you haven't got your stencils, definitely go check those out. And if your stencils don't arrive and they come back to me, I'm going to make sure I let everybody know who the names were that came back to me. And I'll have to do a little something extra just to, make it a little less frustrating that they had to come back to me because of the mistake at the post office with postage. So I'm going to go now and take a quick break and then start the My Inky Fingers After Dark. If you want to head over there with us, definitely down below, click join this channel at the Inky Bestie level. Or you can, if you ran over to my website and joined, I wouldn't get you in there tonight. So do you want to say goodbye, Mr. Todd?
Goodbye, Mr. Todd.
Do you want to say goodbye? Cindy Lynn's the most awesome person I know.
Goodbye.
Gotta love them, right? Okay, you guys, until I see you again, take care and happy stamping.